Welcome back everyone to the Pokemon Platinum No Evolution Challenge. Today we're going to try to get as close as we can to beating the first gym leader. Okay, I won this scrub, but what I want to talk about today is a concept of how I make decisions in my life. So I don't know if you all have heard, okay, that's a lot of damage, that was a crit, so 16, I can do one more, right? You won't crit, and then it's a concept called flipism, right? And so if you haven't heard of it, this was introduced, I believe in a Disney cartoon about Donald Duck, like in the 1950s, but essentially it's the idea that instead of making decisions for yourself, you just flip a coin or use a random number generator and you just let that decide what you do. And you might be saying, well, that sounds like a terrible idea of how to live your life, because obviously, if you follow that, like let's say you decide, am I going to gamble on my money today, and you flip the coin and then it says yes, because it has yes, then you lose all your money maybe. But what it's actually more useful for is having something called analysis paralysis. So this is something I constantly have trouble with. For someone who is anxious about everything all the time, like, it's kind of hard to make a decision because you keep overthinking. You're like, well, should I do this? Should I do that? Like, it comes to, like, school, for example. You're like trying to work on this project. Like, which part should I start on first? Like, do I take up times meeting my teammates? Do I delegate this? Do I start like pre-writing the report already? It can be kind of tough to get through all of the inner details, right? But then, if you just break it up into a series of like 50-50 questions, and you flip a coin, like, should I start doing this first? At least it can get you to start. That's one aspect. Also, I know that we learn Absorb, which is crucial for the first gym, because I will talk about my strategy about how I'm going to beat the first gym, because I've already thought of this. I'm an expert at this Pokemon Platinum game. Can I stop missing tackles? Thank you. So, first of all, I can help you start. Like, you can't pick, you don't have to for the coin, and you can just start somewhere. And I've learned that starting is just better than not starting infinitely in almost every way. Like, even when you do no prior research, just starting something oftentimes leads to better results than simply just trying to come up with some perfect way to do so, because simply put, we learn from mistakes. So even when you make a mistake in how you start, you learn more. When you don't know anything, I mean, you can learn something, but it doesn't really get you anywhere. Back to the main point. It mostly helps in doing something called revealing a preference. I don't know why I said I wouldn't really be grinding. I'm prohibited from it. It's just that I don't want to get below level 14, which is the gym cap, which should be bad. No bueno for this. So I said I'm the alpha bird here. Alright, cave time. Could maybe get a Jude or something, but I could say that for the we call it the mine. Orbic Mine, I think that's what it's called. But item here, okay, not good done. I had Rock Smash that item. That's cancers. So, what I was trying to say is that help this concept because of the fact that, let's say you have a decision paralysis about something. Let's say it's very simple. Like, maybe between two things you want to eat, right? Maybe, like, do I eat, like, an apple or a banana now? But you can't decide. You like both. Or you think you like both, and you don't know what to decide. So then you flip the coin. Let's see, heads, apple, tails, banana. And then you're like, okay, I flip the coin. Let's see, it lands on heads, right? Apple. But then you're like, you flip the coin, and you're starting to doubt yourself, like, I didn't actually want this. Like, what you can do is you can reveal your hidden preference, right? And suddenly, instead of, just not making a decision and wasting your time, you just get to know what you truly wanted to. You get to know whether you actually wanted to eat the apple or the banana, which is very useful because it saves a lot of time, number one. Number two, can actually reveal what you really want to do in the first place. But third, let's say you actually didn't have a preference. Well, then once again, you save time because it just, as I said, make a choice. And oftentimes, even in areas that are not as cut and dry simple, this guy is spamming holy defense raise. Someone that bring out 8. Okay, I'm gonna hope for a crit because I don't. Let's go into the freaking moon. Which needs Absorb, I guess. It's a special move, but I'm gonna win this War of Attrition because I'm him. Well, I'm actually her. This is a female in this, but I am a male character in this video game. Smash like if you're also male, because I looked at my channel statistics like I don't know, a month ago or something, and it said 100% male, 0% female. So no one's even pretending to be a female on our YouTube account, which is like kind of surprising. So smash like for the homies. That's what I say. Not that because any females who watch this channel, like come on. I play Pokemon and Minecraft all day. Like, who even does that? Only boys. Smash like for the boys. But if you are going like this, smash like too, to show your support for him being different. Anyway, don't know why I had to make that a gendered thing, but I did. I can get him a chop and the ponytail here. Maybe we get the fire type for later because we can. But I couldn't speed run to the gym. I am like I'm pretty swifty right now. My pace. Yeah, so flipism is great. So moral of the story: gambling is good. That's not the moral of the story. I don't listen to that. But in some ways, maybe it's not so bad after all. I think we're gonna focus on being the gym today because I can get some progress. Because that's great. Trap level 8 is actually great to capture. Let's try to get this actually. So transitioning into my strategy to beating the first gym leader. Right, I believe that Rourke and Platinum, if I remember correctly, has a Geodude, an Onyx, and a Kratos. So Kratos is actually the only problem because with what do you call it? My Turtwig using Absorb should be able to basically one-shot also Adamant Machop. Holy, should be able to. What is this nature? Quiet. That's okay. That's the worst. That's kind of bad for Starly, but whatever. Brave minus speed plus attack. Good for a Turtwig. Lonely. I think it's plus attack minus defense, or is it a bold? I don't remember. We'll figure it out. Either one or the other. It's not the end of the world in either case. But so basically, Turtwig gonna come out swinging, right? KO the Geodude, definitely, hopefully kill the Onyx. Then, when Kratos comes out, go switch into Shinx, gonna get that attack drop, and then I'm going to pivot into Starly or something, just sack it maybe, because that's a free switch, which back into Shinx get the -2. Maybe throw out Turtwig first, just get some absorbs off, like get some damage dealt, hopefully be able to deal with the potion and all that, and then from there my plan is to get an item here. Is an item here? Do you want to give me an item? I can't remember. I got an item, perfect. And then simply what am I talking about? Oh yeah, switch him a chop, hit him with a low kick, bop bop. Should be a free victory. Anyway, the first gym isn't necessarily a challenge. Level 14 kind of precludes most of my Pokemon being the cap from evolving anyway, so it's like this isn't really what a challenge starts. Gardenia is where we have to start doing some thinking with our brain. Level 7, this is a better offer. If this doesn't kill, I'll just catch it. It doesn't, okay, so I'll catch. Because Geodude is good for pivoting in the first gym. Also, Geodude has very high stats overall. I think it's base 80 attack and like base 100 defense. So like, in terms of just a good Pokemon to carry for your team in general, it's good. I don't know if I'm training it so much now because like, I mean, what does it know at this level? It might have Magnitude, which is actually good against Cranidos, so maybe it's worth Bashful's a neutral nature, so nothing to worry about too much. Just getting some battles. Fortunately, don't have any repels right now, so this is a bit of a. Alright, we get it. Onyx could be interesting, but Onyx is like it's just terrible stats, low key. Like, it's honestly, it's touch. When I was a kid, I always thought Onyx had so many stats. Okay, I'm gonna kick you if you're not gonna leave, because it's such a large Pokemon, right? In terms of its like sprite, you're thinking, wow, Pokemon is like crazy. It's gonna be like 10 billion attack and a million HP defense thing. Nope, it's terrible. Just has like 0 attack and everything. I don't really like numbers, but it's really bad. Also, like Brock uses it. You know, the first gym leader in Pokemon Fire Red created and just Kanto games in general. And so you're thinking, right? Like, this is gonna be like the greatest Pokemon of all time. Right? First gym leader has it. It seems to pose a challenge, but then you find out it's actually the most terrible Pokemon in history of the world. So that's bad. How much drop though? Smash like for level 10. Tri-Chop is probably better in most cases, right? So I put it at the top. I don't know how much Kratos weighs. I'm gonna assume low kick still does more damage, but I don't know. I know like an Onyx scenario definitely. If I Geodude scenario too, definitely does more. Okay, should be able to talk to Rourke here in a second if I just don't keep tripping over my own legs and finding rocks in the ground, aka Geodudes. Yeah, you better watch out. I've been plotting your demise right here. Yeah. You may try to Aura Farm by saying the first gym leader, but I'll show you what's good. Okay, now Zubat. I don't want to eventually to catch a Golbat or something later on this. Please run. Thank you. In this series, because I know that's gonna be crucial. Maybe with a Gardenia having a what do you call it? Not electric, a flying and poison. Why do I think it was electric type? There's something wrong with me. Is going to be so good for them. I think Gardenia, like Ghastly, may be good. Catching the old Gateau. If him kind of Haunter, that's great. Maybe I could also like cheese the TV, get a Rotom, but I know I can't use Rotom because Rotom doesn't evolve, so that would be using a fully evolved Pokemon, technically, by my definition. So, no. I gotta walk out of this sorry place, and it's gonna be annoying because, well, the encounters. Jesus, this encounter right here is absolutely vile. Like, you would just assume they won't comment a little bit. At this point, are we even getting to the first gym in this video? Because the clock's ticking. Right? I'm looking at the recording timer, and well, I'm gonna record videos longer than this, so I guess I don't have to be so. Why I think I'm going to say the word abjunct. What does abjunct even mean? Is that even a word? I'm gonna look it up after this. Okay, really, I wanted to switch a church wig just so I could train it when it comes to the gym, and now we're getting harassed. Okay, Starly is one of my fastest Pokemon, right? And it's quiet nature, so we put Starly in front. Then we just sneak out of the mine, and they won't bother me. Okay, this is an instance, right? I could get out right now, because it's 10 minutes in. I could flip a coin right now, and see whether or not, what do you call it? I should do the first gym, you know? It's poignant to the video, so I will. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have the Pokédex app for flipping coins yet. Let's try. Is it a default app? No, it's not. We had to get it. No. Oh, it's 4:34 a.m. Hi, guys. Do I have a way to put this on the screen real quick? No, I don't think so, but you just have to believe me, you know? I'll enter the gym and just keep going while it is, but I'm gonna flip a coin. Alright, Google, what we got? Heads obviously means finish, beat the gym. Tails means, it was heads. I don't really know how to show that, but it's fine. I'm not gonna bother editing it in because that takes effort. Oh, I wanted to switch to Turtwig for the gym fight, so I level up. It's still fine. I'm not trying to run. Please, man. Defense curl, that's fine. Doesn't stop. That's tackling it. That does stop that, but absorb. Well, it looks like a terrible move. Like 20 base pack water gun would be much better. Do I learn like a vine up or something? Level up. Probably I don't level up enough because of the split EXP. But the thing is, as we were saying earlier, like Geodude and Onix are not usually a problem anyway, so like the absorb should just be enough. And if I don't get Onix, for example, took out my Chop in the back of the party, it's looking pretty good. Do I learn like Grass Smash 2.0 or something? How much does it Onix? Almost Okos? That's fine. I mean, if we use this, I think it's one potion. If we use the one potion, or we could actually make being Kratos easier. For some reason, I think Kratos is like a big problem. Although I remember as a child, like, I mean, from a child, I remember Kratos being a big problem. But now I think about it, Kratos is decently strong, but it's not like how the second gym is. Like, okay, think about it. The first gym is just a Kratos, right? Strong, single evolved Pokemon that comes from a fossil, but not like the end of the world. And the second gym's like, okay, you can handle that. Here's our Roserade. Like, what? Our Roserade? That's like a fully evolved 500 billion state Pokemon when I got like 22 or something. In third gym says a Lucario at you, but like the Roserade jump is quite insane. Which can be interesting. Smash like for beating it, but only I think for a normal game that's hard, but I think even harder for it because when we fight the elite, I just don't know how we're beating Cynthia. I don't know. I always think about this ahead of time, like how we're beating Cynthia. But let's lock it here. First is Rourke. Things are getting serious. Third episode in, and we're already battling the first gym leader. It's just called me a speedrunner at this point. I mean, come on. Alright. Plan is in action, right? Absorb. Let's see what damage this does. Not speeding up to enjoy the music a bit. I really like the Sinnoh gym bath theme. Nice. Almost take it out. Stealth Rock. Kinda not hoping this would happen, but I don't think that's really gonna be a big deal. I mean, maybe Machop could have one-shot compared to the Rock, but I think all of them it was Stealth Rock, because that's, the, Rourke's TM, so I think that would have happened irregardless of what I did. Anyway, only Starly is really super weak, so I'm never going to be sacking Starly if I plan to switch to Starly. I'm going to switch to Geodude instead, but like, Starly might be able to do more damage than Cranny does, so we go with our plan. Screech. Not the best move here, but the thing is, if I do not too much damage with Absorb, the second Absorb, even if it does a lot of damage to me with like a tackle or something, will be healed off. I should make too big a video. That's about half, right? So I think even if he rock throws, right, it should be what, maybe 12 damage with the Screech? 10. So yeah, not even, maybe a higher roll would have been 12. But I should get about 6 to 8 HP. Yeah, I got 7 HP off of that, and with the level up, looking pretty good. I make sure to spam B if I learn Rage Leaf. That is a ticket to winning this. Right, so we obviously switch here to reset because obviously it might outspeed and just murder me. Right, I'm gonna spam. When I was talking about, oh, sorry, it's not like a mod for. I was on level 18. I don't know where my spam B, but I spam B in general. Revolutions here. So here we're switching to Shinx, right? Intimidate 1. Getting it low. Pointed stones dug into shanks, but that's just part for the course. Headbutt. That's a lot of damage. Right, so we're gonna go with the Starly Sack here, because I'm gonna have this, like, it knows Pursuit. I forgot about that. Wow, okay. We still got the -1. It's gonna, okay, so this is a bit of a misplay here. Fortunately, this isn't a Nuzlocke or anything. If it was a Nuzlocke, I'd obviously be, like, hard reading the moves list. Kind of forgot about that. But if we can survive this head, but I'm just gonna go for a growl here. Right? Never mind. Quick attack for some damage then, because I don't have speed. Yeah, why not? Take to the body with the 2 or 3 damage that was. Pursuit, trying to predict me here. Okay. Usually for low kick here is really the conundrum here. I think I want to try to go for a low kick. We got adamant a chop for this. And also we resist the pointed stones, so it takes even less damage from that. We're having a decent defense, so this shouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, I take 2 of those, but does the same amount of damage. Okay, because massive damage. Probably want to pop a potion here. Might not even heal him enough. Might be able to just win off the Force Seal. I went off the Force Seal here. So, easy enough. You know, it was a Pokemon that we caught. Really pivoting. But, you know, that's how it is. We're really going to have to, like, focus on catching certain Pokemon, guys, because I'm too lazy to grind. The point of this is to go fast, because, like, these are daily videos I don't want to drag out. If I was doing a 2-hour-long session recording, a bit different. But because we're doing this, we gotta really focus on doing things efficiently. I think that also kind of shows, like, maybe my skill even more, right? Doing this shows, like, how cool I am. Obviously, not that this is a hard challenge in the world. People do much harder. But we're just trying to really show off the critical thinking skills a bit. I've done a few platinum challenges before, so I'm pretty well versed in how this game runs. Also, I forgot that I increased level such that, like, once we hit level 30, all Pokemon are fully evolved. So once we get to that 3rd gym, things are gonna get really, really difficult. But fortunately, that's not the point of concern here. We hit the 1st gym, so that is gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we're at the push for 100 subscribers. We're currently at 95, but before December 1st, by December 1st, if we get 100 subscribers, I'll be uploading daily for a week. December 8th, I believe. I'll take 120 somehow. Not that thing's gonna happen. I'll live stream it all, and I'll also finish the Pokemon Hardcore Map Randomizer during that week. They're still probably gonna plan to finish Pokemon Hardcore Map Randomizer live on stream before the end of the year, I guess. But I'm not gonna guarantee it, because this is a big commitment for me to do. Look forward tomorrow to another Bomb SMP video, hopefully. Continue my adventures there. And then the next day will be another Yap video continuing this. You know, move on toward that 2nd gym that we're so talking about. Maybe we'll get to Valley Windworks and have to deal with that Pirelli situation, which will be very interesting. We have a chop ready for that. So, once again, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. That's it for today's video. Peace out.